Hi guys, this is Tiffany. So it is part 3 of my garden tour video, and here we are looking at my cold weather crop designated garden area. So first thing I want to show you is this. You can tell by the new wood that I added a bed, and the reason why I added a bed is because I actually lost a bed because I planted asparagus in that bed. And because there's asparagus planted there, I'm not going to be able to use that bed for future cold weather crops. So I need another bed, and here she is. I just piled like leaves and hay, and I'm just going to leave it there until fall. And then hopefully it'll be decomposed by then. If not, well, we'll see. But anyway, I'll plan to plant in that. Behind that, I'm just showing you the truth of things. I know that looks messy, but I have a wood chipper, and I collect sticks from my yard, honestly from my neighbor's yard. I mulch them so I can cover my beds. Here you see a pot of chives that I dug up from last year's garden and put them here. And then right here you see one of my cold weather beds. In this cold weather bed there are several things along the back. Sorry about the lighting there. Along the back is a row of broccoli, and then in the center here you see arugula and lettuce, and then there's a broccoli, and then back there it's kind of hard to see, but they're in the back. Those are celery, and there's a chervil plant or chervil stuck right there. And then here on the front row, glistening in the sun, is our collards. And then here, ran out of space, so I just stuck a cabbage in a bag, and there she is. And then here is my next. It was a cold weather bed, but I needed a place to put asparagus, so I threw it in this bed, and I actually threw peas in there too. I've got to trellis my peas at some point in time, like soon. And then you can see my little asparagus shoots growing up. All those little brown sticks were to mark my asparagus shoots, because when they were coming up they were so teeny tiny and I could not see them, and I was afraid I was gonna like ruin them or something, and so I put sticks every time I saw one come up. The plan with this again is to add a trellis for my peas, and then I'm going to mulch up my sticks over there, and I'm going to cover this with mulch because you can see I have a lot of weed pressure. I'm going to have to hand weed and then cover that with mulch. Here is another just bag with cabbage in it. Again, ran out of space, so started throwing things in bags. Here is the neighborhood kitty. His name is Duncan. Alright, so here, another cold weather bed. I've harvested some things in here, but here are most of this is lettuce and arugula, and then in the back right about there is kale, and then here in the center there are several things. The bigger ones that look happier are broccoli, and I looked, my broccoli is starting to head. Let's see if we can see the head. Yep, I think that shows up. It's starting to head. Yippee! And then I have some, that's a cabbage, Copenhagen. I forget. I'm sorry. It's a cabbage. And then there's another cabbage back there. And then, Duncan, can you get out of my bed, please? And then right here and there and there, and there's another one back here, are bok choy. It's bok choy or pak choy. But you can see the bugs love this plant. So I really need to find some way to treat it. But I'm not into pesticides, so I don't really know right now what I'm going to do. At the present moment, I'm doing nothing. And then right here along the front, if you can see that, are Brussels sprouts. Okay. Here is another bag of a very healthy cabbage. Didn't have any room, so just stuck it in a bag. And then, oh my goodness, loving this bed right here. This bed on the back are called all top turnips that I got from Hoss Tools. I love these turnips. A lot of times when I try to grow turnip greens, it's like I get little leaves and it's like it's labor intensive to actually make a pot of greens. But these things right here, when they said all top, they were not kidding. Okay, and then here in the center, I had radishes. I still have radishes, but you can see this empty space. I pulled up radishes. There's still one remaining there, and there's some there. And then in the front, like right here, are some Brussels sprouts. This Brussels sprout here and that one, oh my goodness, and even that one behind it, they look so good. I have never been able to grow Brussels sprouts. I have never had a Brussels sprout plant look that good. So I'm hoping this year is my year. In front of the Brussels sprouts, like right here, and there's one, it's back there, and there's another little one right there. Those are kohlrabi. They hadn't been doing so much. But maybe it's because they're being shaded out by the Brussels sprouts. If they don't do anything, oh well, they will become chicken fodder. And then again, here is another random bag with a cabbage in it. And then right here is my bed of onions. I'm so proud of my onions. Like, these onions were little, almost like little threads that you couldn't see, and now they're getting so big, and most of them I started from seed. I did get a cup of onions from the store. They were quote unquote jumbo onions. Don't know if they'll do anything because they were long day onions, and really in my area you need to grow intermediate or short day onions, but you know, I just threw them in there to see. And then right here, there is a Brussels sprout plant, another one. I planted those late. There was one here, but it disappeared. Things dig in my bed, like you can see right there. Something's been digging, and sometimes I come and see plants sitting on top of the ground. And then here in the back, I threw in 3 cauliflower. Hadn't planned to put them there, but ran out of space, so there they are. And then right behind the cauliflower are some leeks that I rehomed from my mom's house. And then here is a planter. All of these herbs survived the winter and came back up again. So they were in different planters. I consolidated them all in one planter. This one is just mint. This one's oregano. This one is chives. This one is catnip. Duncan, the cat that was here with me, loves that. This one's oregano. This one is parsley. And then here are some various, we call them hens and dibs. Some people call them hens and chicks. What do you call them in your area? I'm not sure. But anyway, so all of these flowers I would consider perennials, I think. Something that comes back year after year. Anyway, so behind that is my row of garlic. My garlic looks awesome. So again, when I've been buying garlic and when it started to go bad, meaning it started to sprout, or I noticed that some of it would become mushy, I would just run out here and stick the rest in the ground. So most everything back here is garlics, except for this behemoth right here is actually an onion. And that's an onion from last year. So it's, I don't even remember what it was, but it's an onion, I know that. And then there's another onion from last year right here. It's not quite the behemoth as the other one, but that's from last year. And then something else I'm really glad I got. Oh, by the way, here's some onions back here. And again, when I have onions that start to go bad, start to sprout, I just come out here and stick them in the garden when I have space. I'm kind of out of room, so. But behind them, I had gone to the store. I saw some elephant garlic cloves that had started to sprout roots. So what I did is I just got those elephant garlic cloves. I was like, if they're sprouting roots, then I know sometimes they spray them, but I was like, they'll grow if they're already sprouting roots. And they're starting to look beautiful. So very glad about that. And then also on this side, here's where I have my soil. This is going to be for filling my raised garden beds whenever I get them going. Right here is my Ichi gyro persimmon. I know it doesn't look like much, but she did a lot last year. And you can see that she is starting to bud out. Let me see if I can get you another one. Maybe right here. She's starting to bud out. I hope, though, that she holds off, because in about a week, they are calling for some cold temperatures, like at night, 28 degrees. I don't want her to start throwing flowers and then me lose my flowers. So, alrighty, that's it for this part of my garden tour. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for the next one. Have a great day. Bye-bye.